from my 92-degree bathroom. Oh, it's so hot, man. It is so hot. Everybody you meet outside, they say it's hot. So I'm going to enjoy a shave and film it. And I'm going to be drinking 221 kombucha, berry, and hibiscus. I can't wait to take the first step, the first sip. Oh. Ah, yeah. So that was delicious. I'm a big fan of kombucha. So I've been hearing a lot about FOUGÈRE Bouquet for a long time. It's a $30 soap, and I've been slipping, and I just never really picked it up because it's $30, right? It's a tallow-based soap. They do have a vegan soap for, how you doing, PB? For $20, but I wanted the tallow-based soap. What do they call this? They usually call their tallow-based. Usually these companies call it like their special name, and so this is brand new. Okay. And it's FOUGÈRE. I don't know. It's like, it smells sort of floral. It's fresh floral FOUGÈRE, if that makes any sense. It's not particularly masculine in any way. Listen, I'm going to wet the face and start this whole process. You see, I have a different shirt. I have two shirts, actually. And I'm wearing my other shirt. This is the MTV shirt. My other shirt is just an aqua shirt. So I have two shirts. I'm not very wealthy, you know. I'm poor in Miami. No, I do really have a lot of shirts, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you have a favorite shirt and you wear it all the time. I don't know, that's what it is. You know who I am? Ronnie Pickering. No. Who are you? Tell me who you are. Let me wet the face and tell me. Who are you? Is your name Rick? I mean, I'm not stupid. I know there's people like my enemies in here because I have a lot of enemies. So, man, come on, water heater. I want steaming hot water. Okay, face is wet. I'm using, not really like, they're all kind of the same, man. It's all like the design, really. If you like the design, this is, I like the design, like the Italian flag. I don't even think they make this anymore. This is the Razor Rock Plus Soft. I'm a big fan of Yaki because I think they have the best designs. And it's just really like all of these man-made brushes are pretty much the same. It all depends on the knot. There's different kinds of knots. You know, some have like a 22-inch knot, some 24, some 26, some 28. Like, you know, it's all like, it's a bit of variety. I don't really have a preference. I think maybe 24 millimeter is my favorite. But, you know, how many times you shave a day? I shave every day. I shave every day because I enjoy it. Patchy. Oh shit. Italian. Yeah. I have some Italian heritage. But I grew up Jewish. You know, I grew up Jewish. I'm Israel High. I'm gonna start a boar hairbrush business in Texas. Dude. And it's a sloppy. This is one of my favorite companies, Holy Cow. Holy Cow is spelled WHOLLYKAW. They have a website, holycow.com. And this soap, like on most of the shave sites, they're always out of stock with this one because this is considered the holy grail of shave soaps. It does smell, not like, it doesn't smell masculine, you know? It smells like a fresh floral FOUGÈRE. Hold on. Oh. It smells like a fresh floral fougere. And I like to lather a lot. I've been criticized saying you lather too much, but you have to agitate. And I'm going to use my cheap Amazon razor. 2 people actually bought the razors for my link. Thank you very much to those 2 people. I appreciate it. Hope it's, like I said, you know, be realistic. It's cheap. I posted a link with the, I think it's 16 razors and the actual handle for like 20 bucks. So it's going to last a long time. And, you know, Gillette is expensive. Gillette is expensive. And I see Gillette's lowering their prices, man, because, dude, how much does it cost to make a razor? Like, Solimo, which is like an Amazon company, gave them a little bit of competition there, you know? I mean, this face paint is awesome. I always get, like, in the jawline really good. I ran out of water. I should have let my water go. Ooh. And truly, the longer you paint the face and exfoliate, you're gonna get a better shave. And like when I shave, I don't feel it, you know. But if you don't exfoliate, you're gonna feel it. I mean, this is creamy and thick. So, if you think I'm doing it for too long, because I want you to do it for too long, I don't know, man. You should try it, and then maybe make your own decision. And you know, Captain, feathers are great for first shave. They dull quickly. Nassets, for me, are an overall better blade. I love Nassets. I haven't heard of that one. Okay, so this is on its 3rd shave. But man, this soap is like, it's hyped up, but it really is nice for a 3rd shave razor. You know, you see the gumminess. This is the Amazon 5-blade razor, right? 66,000 reviews. They're taking over Gillette. Gillette got a little woke. You see that little? That's the gumminess. Like, they're really good for the first shave. The first shave, they're really good. Like, superb. And then, you know, when you're in the shower with the water, it doesn't really matter. But when you're in front of a mirror, you want it real sharp. I think it was sharp blades. Oh, wait, let me wet the face. Let me change the water. Yeah, so I like the sharp. I have a collection. Somebody said, oh, you should use a double-edged razor. Okay, I've used double-edged razors my whole life, my entire life. Before YouTube, right? I've used them. I like them. I didn't even know there was a community for it. I found it, right? I was like, oh shit. I've been using double-edged razors for my whole life. But I did have an open heart surgery, right? And so I take warfarin. And so, you know, they told me I would have to use an electric shaver now that I'm on warfarin, and it's not true. You just can't use a double-edged razor, because if you cut yourself with a double-edged razor, you're going to bleed a lot, and it's not going to stop. And I never cut myself, but I do cut myself right in here, and sometimes along here. But like when I use it, the thing is with a double-edged razor, you can't use long strokes. You have to use short strokes. Everything is shortened, right? With this, I could use long strokes. I can't use the long strokes with a double edge. I do have a Rex Ambassador, and I looked online how much it costs right now. It's going for $300. This is considered one of the best. It's adjustable, so you could adjust, you know, how tight you want it, how close you want the shave, right? And it has little numbers there, like, let me see if I can show you, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, the light isn't there. Okay, so the light, you can't really see, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And, you know, it is what it is. It's adjustable. It's nice. It's $300. I like a butterfly razor. The only time I get cut is if I have an imperfection, like a small pimple that I didn't see. Yeah, that's true. I hate that. I hate that. Is it hot over there, Captain? In Miami? It is hot. It is hot. I mean, right now I went to Publix to pick up some kombucha, and I was sweating. It's just so hot out, man. But, you know, what are you supposed to do? I mean, from now, I think 3 days ago, it started getting hot. Like right now it's probably 92 degrees. It might be cooler because the sun's not out. But, like, it was 100 degrees earlier, like 2 days ago. 100 degrees with the humidity. Hell's armpit, yeah. It's boiling in Tampa. Yeah. Shave-a-thon! Holy shit! That's why Mar-a-Lago closes in May for the summer. Too hot in Florida, dude. It's too hot in Florida, man. Yeah. I got an interesting... I have an interesting aftershave, but I don't know the name of it. Maybe you know. Okay, so it was a husband and wife team, right? And the wife was an Asian girl, right? And he was serving in the military, but they weren't making a lot of money, and they closed shop, and they made this sheepra, and I swear, it's better than 85% of colognes out there. But I don't know if you know who they are, if you're very familiar with, what do you call them, artisans? Yeah, but man, I value this stuff. I don't even, the label came off and everything, but man, I once told EJ, find out what they put in there and make it into a cologne. And he didn't really follow up. I guess, you know, whatever. But, like, I said, dude, this is one of the greatest scents of all time. Better than Paul Sebastian, better than... I mean, it's a sheepra, but it's beautiful. All you have to do is watch Kevy Shaves. All the artisans send him everything for free, I know. I think a lot of wet shavers left, though. I liked Rudd's, right? I only watch Rudd's and Ken. Those are the two guys I liked. But the thing is, so Ken, man, he would get beat up in the comments. Like, and it like upset me. I agree with all his views, as you know. You know, more on the conservative leaning. And I actually met him at the Shave Show in 2018. And man, we agreed with everything. I mean, we hit it off like we were best friends. And yeah. But that's why it was like Ken's shaving and BSing, right? But people got so triggered by what he would say, you know? And the things he's saying now, all the like Timcast or PBD, you know, they get hundreds of thousands of views with his same viewpoints, you know? So it was unpopular, but it was also taboo. I would try a straight edge, however, I would have issues with my jawline. Yeah, I don't. It's like it's a risk. This is a third shave with this, so it's not cutting the whiskers as good as. It's not an easy pass. But now people, like, his views are very popular, like Timcast or something, you know. But Rudd's was my favorite. Yeah. Like, as far as like shaving, not in the shower, this is good for 3 shaves. And, you know, you could probably get more out of it, but, you know, I enjoy shaving. And so I like to replace the blades often, you know. Some people could shave and they'll like get 10 shaves. I've done that. You know, maybe I was waiting on some more blades or something. But I enjoy the art of shaving. Like, I really enjoy the art of shaving. It's one of my most relaxing times. You know, which sounds weird. But it's a time, it's like self-care. It's just, it's something, if you're not into it, you're not into it. You know? But like, I like the sharper blades. And I like them for like 1 or 2 shaves. You know, these guys would make the blades last 5. The first time you use it, it's really enjoyable. You just have to be very careful. You know, but you know, some people aren't. It's like mowing the lawn, man. You know, like you miss a patch of grass, or you want to get that patch of grass better, and I'm a bit of an obsessive compulsive guy, and I want to get every little piece of grass. And yeah, my OCD kicks in when I'm shaving. It's just like mowing the lawn. That's a good analogy, actually. But like, if I still feel, and like sometimes you get out of the shower and it's like you still like feel like a little over here. Like right now, this is pretty smooth. Well, a little, right? And it's like you have to get it off. It's great for people with OCD. Yeah, right there. Excuse me. There's probably some OCD involved in this whole process. And for a third shave, it's good. But you know, blades get dull. And, you know, one thing is, when a woman touches your face, they do say, oh my God, it's BBS, baby butt smooth. Baby butt smooth. You get a BBS shave. obsessive compulsive. Yeah. Ooh. That's it. Now here I'm going to use this stuff. This. Do you know the company I'm thinking of? It was husband and wife. Husband was in the military, and so the wife was like a very attractive Asian woman, and very attractive Asian woman, and she sold it like out of their house while he was overseas. I think he was in Korea or something like that. But yeah, this was woo before all the glycerin. I think there's glycerin in here though. There might be glycerin in here. But man, that burn is hot. I wear this. I went to Orlando and I wear it every day. Yeah, I don't know if it's a clone, but you know how it is. A lot of these guys, like the artisans, they actually don't like use clone oils or anything. They use their own stuff and they mix it up. Like Barrister Man, he actually, puts everything together and starts from scratch. I mean, these companies, like these clone companies, these clone houses, they don't do that. They use like those gas chromatographers, and they find a fragrance and just kind of clone it. But a lot of these artisans, they actually make their own stuff. Like, it was interesting watching Douglas Smythe making Atomic Age Bay Rum. Fine accoutrements of Ventus and Terre de Mes clones are good. How did you lose your weight? I actually gained weight. But I actually I gained weight from yesterday. Because I look different every day. I don't know why. I lost weight from yesterday. Because it's a shirt, I like to use this. I don't even think they sell it on Amazon. Woodies. They're getting into the shaving soap industry. I see they're expanding. I don't even think they're making the gel anymore. I don't even think they're making the gel anymore, man. Oh, I did cut myself a little. See? I cut myself. Because it's the third time. That's why I like to use a sharp shave, a sharp razor. I get a great shave the first time, and see, that's why I like to, yeah. But like all that stuff, it goes away. Let me see. I'm looking for. I gotta shave the eyebrows. Here's my eyebrow trimmer. Can't find my eyebrow trimmer. You have to shave your eyebrows. Oh man. What is this? Okay, no. Where is it? Oh, I have all the attachments. Let's see, this is the attachment for the eyebrows. Whew. I don't know what I did with that one. Oh, wow. Hold on a second. Nope. Yeah. So I get the best shaves when I use the razor one time. That's a shame. I want to shave my eyebrows. But yeah, there's not much to say, but it's nice hanging out with everybody. Let's see. Shave-a-thon, Clubman. Dude, don't buy Clubman. Don't buy Clubman. Oh, but Clubman, yeah. Now I know. Now I wanted to see how they perform with a third shave, and I cut myself. So these Amazon razors are good for 2 good shaves, and that's about it. You know, the old-fashioned dandy DB. Oh man. Oh man. I'm not even going there, man. The old-fashioned dandy. Let me see if I could. Let's see. How did you lose weight? The sandalwood smell of Parasso Red is my favorite sandalwood. They should make an EDT of it. I have a sandalwood soap here by The Art of Shaving. The Art of Shaving. Yeah. So I want to see how it would, like if I'm in the shower I could get like a lot more shaves, but I see I could only get like in front of the mirror. I mean, shaving in the shower is easier, to be honest, right? But yeah, I could get 2 good shaves in the mirror with these razors, and that's about it. But they're cheap. They're cheap. Richie's Play, which pomade do you use? Okay, so like right now I just use this, but I'll show you which one I use. Okay, so I like high shine, and medium hold. That's the one I like. Roussel Red. So with Roussel Red, you don't get the crunchy hair so much, right? I'm sure there's a little crunchy hair, but you know, with this stuff, it's just pretty much aloe vera, which is like a medium hold, and I like that. And I've used aloe vera in my scalp, and I enjoy aloe vera, and it works. It works for a couple hours. This one, you know, lasts for more hours. But I like high shine. Does it work on straight hair? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it works better on straight hair. My hair is sort of, it's like, it's very difficult to manage. It curls its own way, you know? I like Roussel. I've tried them all. Let me see if I have any other ones. I threw some out because I just don't have the room. I must have threw my shaver out too. Yeah, I threw a lot of stuff out. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, I threw it out. I have no room in this place. Like the bathroom is just like one bathroom. I live in Miami, and it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and so I have to make things work. So I had to like get above the toilet sort of storage, you know, so I have more shelves. It's tough, you know, because if you're like me and you like shave soaps and aftershaves and everything like that, you know, you run out of space quick. Like I couldn't be married, man, because like the woman would have all her makeup and everything else. Hello, Father. Hello, Mother. Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Yeah. Let me see what else I could. But like, yeah, that's the way it is. Let me see what I have these. So I have all these refills. I mean, from now on, I'm just gonna use it like for 1 or 2 shaves, maybe even 1 shave. You know, 1 shave only. Hold on a second. Let's take it out. I think their connection system is lacking too. But dude, I'm a big fan of shaving, and I'm a big fan of using the razor one time. And like I used the Gillette's one time, and it's like, I don't know, man, it's expensive. So I tried it 3 times. It doesn't work. Oh, thank you, man. Can I whisper? Yo, Drake, I see dead people. Oh yeah, that explains best me for who I am. Yeah, so I like to use the razors 1 time. I mean, or 2 times. 3 times, not really. So even though I have, I don't know, 12 razors, it'll last me like 12 days or maybe a little longer. It's still good, but I only get the enjoyment out of the first shave. So take it for what it's worth. I got the ASMR voice. Boy, you see the sweat run? See all that sweat? Look at that. That's how hot it is in here, man. It's hot. It's boiling in here. It's 92 degrees, man. 92 degrees in this bathroom. And it's sort of good, man. It's like a sauna. So I just stream because I enjoy coming here and sweating and shaving, you know? And I just said, you know what? Let me do it. And I could try different soaps, and it'll give me an excuse to buy new soaps, you know? It's good to sweat, man. It's good to sweat it out, all the toxins. What's the weather like where you guys are from? Sweating with the boys. Yeah. It's hot, man. But I enjoy shaving. I didn't enjoy that shave too much just because I cut myself a little. But like, you know, it'll go away. But, you know, I see why I love supply and demand. Trying to hold the key. But it's really a... Oh, I know. Whatever. 59 degrees now in New York City, home of one of the worst governors in the country. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Kathy Holcomb, is that her name? Kathy Holcomb. She's sort of like, it's like all these governors, a lot of people have been exposed with this whole Biden administration, man. You know? I still like Eric Adams, to be honest with you, though. I think, like, he was, like, forced to do some things, but he's still a cop at heart, you know? He's still a cop at heart. And he doesn't like what's going on. And, like, if he says anything, they're going to find stuff on him, you know? Dude, so supply and demand. Why do you come in here and be positive once in a while, man? You always dampen up the mood, man. You always dampen up the mood with your stuff, your racist stuff. It's like, so black people can't be racist. Come on, man. Dude, I worked in the public schools for 25 years. I know. But you always come in here. It's just with time, everything is on your side right now. You know. Hey, did you see MTG? She, she was making fun of what's her name, Jasmine Crockett's eyelashes. Dude, you know where that came from, right? Those eyelashes, that came from the transsexual community. Those eyelashes came from the transsexual community. You know, Dee Dee told me that. It's sort of disgusting, and it carries all this bacteria, like those long spider eyelashes. Ooh. Do you go out with women with spider eyelashes, supply and demand? Yeah, I'm getting back at you. Adams is probably the most moderate of the big city mayors. Yes, I like Mayor Adams, man. I like him overall. You know, it started off with that bodega story, right? Remember Jose Alba or something? You know, the guys came behind the counter and he defended himself. But like all that's been sorted out. The guy went, I think it was the Jose Alba, he went back to his country, and you know, you have to be a law and order mayor. You know, you have to be a law and order mayor. I mean, people hated Rudy Giuliani, but man, if you ever went to New York City when Rudy Giuliani was the mayor, it was law and order. Nobody broke the laws. People didn't stop in the intersections. You know, he made all the people collecting food stamps work. He made them all work. If you want to collect food stamps, you got to clean up the streets of New York City. You know? Giuliani was the best mayor we've ever had. He meant business. I don't see race. Yeah, you do. But no, Judy, you know, say what you want. They're always looking to pick on things about him. But I feel, I've watched documentaries on him, he's a good man. But to change New York City, you really have to go against the grain. You know, you really have to go against the grain. And he went across the grain. He you know, I think the first thing he wanted to do was, you know, break up the mobs, you know, the Italian mobs. That was the first thing he wanted to do. And it was almost an impossible task. You know? But New York City, you know, it's all, man, remember Bensonhurst? Ooh, there was a lot of tensions back in the day, you know. But you know, and it is what it is. But you have to be fair to both sides, not just one side, you know. And what was his name? David Dinkins. I don't think he was particularly bad. I don't think David Dinkins was particularly bad. The last one was the worst. That last woke mayor, he was the worst. He was the worst. What's up, Fernando? Buscemi's weren't assaulted. Dude, you do see race. Any plans for... Any plans for Saturday nights? I'm old. Funny thing is, my girl from Oklahoma says, I don't want to stay home when I come to visit Miami. But you want to know what? I don't want to go out. It's too hot out there, man. It's just too hot. You can't enjoy yourself. Like, they have that golf place, you know, with the nets. I want to take her there. Screw Giuliani. Wait, I was shaving my face too, but you know I'm a Gillette guy. Dude, I'm a Gillette guy too. Gillette's better. It's true. If you have the money, buy Gillette razors. If you have the money, buy the Gillette razors. They're better. They're overall better. I can't lie. These are 4-star review razors. They're great for a couple shaves, and that's about it. You know? But they're cheap, man. 16 razors for $20 with the razor? And I guarantee you, with those first 2 shaves, you're gonna get a good shave. The third shave, like you see, I just a little cut, but like not even. You know, I already put the new blade in. I'm like, that's it, two times. That's it. I learned how to evade streams from sticks. Okay, screw Giuliani, didn't give your car back, and stop and frisk without probable cause. Other than that, okay, in my opinion. That's hard to say, you know, without probable cause. That's that little addendum to stop and frisk, that's debatable. I don't know. If you look suspicious, you're not allowed to say that anymore. If you look suspicious, you know, you're not allowed to say that. If you have your pants sagging and you're wearing a hoodie with your face covered up, you're suspicious in my book. Maybe not everybody else's book. It's unrelated to color or anything like that. I'm a good thank you, man. Richie plays, you're a nice guy. I have a lot of nice compliments. Bet you're good with the woman. But unlike Sticks, I won't insult everybody here. Dude, start picking on Sticks. Sticks is a good-hearted guy. That's you don't see the compassionate side of Sticks. That's what it is. I do. The toxicity, it's out of control. It's just putting down other people and just insulting people and making fun of people, and it's just like, come on, man. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm sorry, it's disgusting. So, you know, it's fun to pick on other people when it's not you. Stop and frisk was overused, I know. I had to do it. However, people didn't take their guns out because they knew there was a good probability that they were getting arrested. Yeah, Captain was a police officer in New York City back then. He's the expert on this. I feel like I shouldn't even comment with Captain here. Yeah. I mean, he knows. I was watching a documentary today called Year of the Bull. And like it was a pretty much what was it, Edison, Central, Northwestern. I think it was Northwestern, right? Year of the Bull documentary. Year of the Bull high school football documentary. Just type it into YouTube. Dude, that's how it was back then. You know, but those guys that came out of Northwestern and Central and Edison and, you know, they were always like NFL. They were going to the NFL eventually after college. You are an S username. What's up, Sticks? How you doing? You insult and poke the cuddles, eat a dick supply. You're NPC. I agree. No, he actually came on, but he didn't show his face. Dude, you're just like, this whole thing is like, you're racist, BS over there on that other stream. It's just BS, man. It's just so woke over there. It's disgusting. But like, they're woke in their way, but they're really mean to other people. They're really evil towards other people. It's like, you know, and they take things out of context and they all agree and they're all just, I don't even want to comment. You know, he may get in trouble one day because he's going to have the wrong person on there saying the wrong thing, and he knows better, but he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He needs to get a job. He's in his 20s. You know, you have to get a job when you're in your 20s. Like I said, I didn't really particularly want to be a teacher. You know? as much as he doesn't want to be a teacher, but I needed to have a living. I needed to make money, you know. In life, by the time you're 25, you need to have a career, you know. By the time you're 30, you need to have a career, you know. And I just find some people are just lost. It's like, I'm streaming on YouTube and it's like, come on, man. Dude, you're lost in life, like really lost. Like no direction at all. And it's sad. It's sad to see. You know, Captain, you know, he became a cop. He had a career. He's getting a retirement. Those who trash Mr. Miami end up watching on nights when Joey is streaming. Just admit it, Cuddles is the most entertaining man in Fricom. Don't follow the Lizard King. Oh boy. I don't think I'm the most entertaining, but like he doesn't have any life experiences, you know? I mean, he doesn't have any life experiences. So like what kind of stories can he tell? You know, it's just like, yeah, I'm hanging out in my house and I watched some video on YouTube. It's like there's no life history, you know? Like I'll talk with Eric and we'll talk about real life, like before the internet, you know? And you know, some of the stories weren't pretty, you know, some of but it was real. And you know, now we have it's a very judgmental society now. A very judgmental society, you know? And you know, for people who weren't alive back then, have no right to judge. Enough. Can we go back to the shaving convo? Yeah, you're right. I will keep it positive. Yeah. Yeah, no, the thing about the sex talk really disturbs me. Like, that disturbs me a lot. And how everybody... I brought the word simps into the community, but now I kind of regret it because it's like a thing. It's like guys don't really go out with women anymore. You know? They watch porn. It seems like a lot of guys watch porn. I was chill in 2021. Chicken Man and Airheads created by hatred. Yeah. Yeah. It was a nice community. I liked Joy Amin's video today. I know they were beating him up on the jerks, but he just said, like, he made a lot of sense. You know, like or hate Joy Amin. He said, you know, a lot of people, they just, you know, I used to follow them. I don't think he was referring to me because Joy Amin was sub to me. But he says, everything is about toxicity now. And he says, that's what's going on with the live streams. They're bringing toxicity, you know, and they stop buying colognes and, you know, this and that. I don't really see, okay, so here's my point of view. I love colognes, but I don't want to have 1,000 colognes or even 200 colognes. I do have over 100 colognes, but I don't even know how I got there, to be honest. And I'm trying to get rid of some, but I do own 140 colognes. I'm embarrassed to say. But, like, if I own 50 colognes, I think it would be better. And he says, so he grew to 100,000 subs, right? And other people who don't have as many subs became very bitter, and so they started attacking the bigger ones, right? And I guess he was mentioning that somebody was in somebody's stream, and he didn't mention who, and they used a burner of Joy Amin. and it bothered him. And you know, the Joy Amin burner was saying things that Joy Amin wouldn't actually say, and he was very bothered by it. You know, you have to understand Joy, and it's true. Like he says, he lives in a very hot and humid, dusty environment. And that's like Miami. It's hot and humid. It's not dusty. But he, you know, so the performance on colognes isn't going to be so great. And you can't wear certain colognes out in the heat. And so he was saying, yeah, well, in India, I get performance like 2 hours. It's, you know, 2 hours. And, you know, after all the dust and the pollution and the noise, it kind of, it just dissipates, you know? He was talking about me. The burner showed up when I was on the panel. Oh, was he talking about you? I don't think he was talking about you. You need more. It's okay to have hundreds. This is the fragrance game. But the thing is, I don't need more. I have a cabinet, but I don't like to have the cabinet full because I don't want to have to reach into the back. You know, I want to just have, I don't know. Is it a sickness? Is it an obsession? It's weird, you know, because we're living in a first world country with no war going on. You know, we're not like fighting in the middle of the streets and people are dying, and we're just we're drawn to the internet, you know, and like, oh man, I want another fragrance with mint. This is how I think, you know, and then I'll get a sample, and you know, I want a different mint fragrance, you know. But why am I not happy with what I have, right? And I don't really consider myself somebody who takes YouTube serious. Like, I want to have every mint so I can say the top 10 mints. Joy Mean would be a $1 million by now with all the years. No, Joy is a nice guy, man. Scent of the Day, Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. Yeah, that's a nice one. I like that one. Joy is sort of a mature guy, but let me ask you something. I know politically I don't agree with him because he has a picture of somebody. There's a picture on his wall, right? And to me, it was a communist revolutionist. You know, I think Joy is into the whole thing with identity politics a little. So that bothered me. Like, it's almost like a shaming, you know, like, oh, you don't like black people, or you don't, you know. I don't like that side of him, and I think he doesn't see that it's not really, like some people will say, I don't like black people. I don't like ghetto people. And am I allowed to say ghetto? It's like, why is that a bad word? I don't like people who are angry, who want to start fights and say, come to me, and if you come to me, we're gonna fight, and you're gonna see what a real man I am. Like, I don't want to hang around people like that, dude. I've worked around people like that, you know, kids like that. I don't want to see adults like that. My chest hair is ghetto. I work on your hygiene first. Are you referring to anybody in particular? But the whole identity politics thing is so drawn out, you know? And, man, you gotta see Year of the Bull. Those were the years. Those were the years in high school, you know, that You know, it was just like, dude, the coach just runs up to the guy and tackles him, the star player, because he's like, you need to give me 100%. He's like, coach, I don't want to get injured. I don't want to get injured. Joy Amin needs to work on his hygiene. His room smells like roaches. I don't think so. Ghetto chest and. You want me to shave it right now? I can shave it right now. I'm gonna shave it when my girl comes. New West for Him by Aramis Vintage. Shout out to Anuj Patel. EnchantéPerfumes.com. EnchantéPerfumes.com. Excuse me. EnchantéPerfumes.com. ENCHANTE. Perfumes can't help you, Boz. Clean up. Now, here's the thing. Let's go to Boz. Boz needs to shave, and that's it. He's ready. He's good to go. He's got a personality a lot of women will like. He's not a bad-looking guy, and that's it. But you can't be unshaven. He's actually got a very comforting personality. I find Boz to be very comforting, but you know, could I tell him to his face? Could I probably couldn't, but I could tell him on the stream and he's gonna watch it. You know, like, you should shave here. And he actually did shave, and he looked really good. You know, I mean, hygiene is kind of important, you know? And I know you're gonna make fun of my chest hair, but like, I only shave when I meet a woman, and you know. Oh, this one. Who's cleaner? Boz, Marciel, Joy Amin. Joy Amin. I think Joy Amin is well groomed. If I were to make a suggestion to Joy Amin, shave the beard because it's gray here. I mean, it's a nice looking beard. It's like, it's not like patchy or anything. But like, it's gray, and it just goes in a. But if he just had a mustache, I think that would be better for him. Oh shit! It's flying the man's time now, dude. Fernando Soto, what does vintage smell like in your best description? The difference in curd formulation. My Jewish brother Marcus, how you doing, man? Glad to see you're back, man. You've been gone for way too long, man. But like, I like Joy Amin. I think he's a respectable guy. He likes everything. I don't like everything. Do you think Joy Amin smells like Indian food all the time? No, I don't think he smells like Indian food. It is a kind of a funny thing though. But like, somebody said I look like I smell like bologna sandwich, and I laughed at that. You know, it was funny. I laughed at that. Somebody said I smell like bologna sandwich. And maybe I do look like I smell like bologna sandwich. You know? But no, Joy Amin looks like he smells good. He's, you know, he's pretty well groomed. Like he shaves in here, you know, like, because the hair kind of grows wild. So he outlined everything. I think he's a good looking dude, no homo. You know. You gotta always say that, because they're like, oh, remember when you said, dude, it's like people, I could say something now and somebody could come back to me, like one of my haters, in a year, and I'll be like, no, I never said anything about Joy Amin being good looking. And it's like, I don't remember. They'll say, yeah, you remember you said Joy Amin's a good looking guy? Nah, not really. But like, people remember stuff, and I say, dude, I'm just a guy in a 92-degree bathroom with a vertical video and no mic, crappy audio, just ranting, you know? That's all I am. Imagine going to eat pho at a Vietnamese restaurant. Would Creed Aventus help mask the smell after? I went out with what was the name of that food? That cabbage, you know what I'm talking about? I went out with a I think she was Vietnamese, a Vietnamese girl, very pretty, and she brought me kimchi. She brought me kimchi, and I remember she was like really, really pretty in the Air Force, and my whole dorm room smelled like kimchi, and like everybody was like, "What is that smell?" And then one of the guys, he goes, "Oh, I was over there. I'll eat it." So I gave it to him, and he actually moved in on the girl, and he started dating her. I wasn't like crazy about the girl, but she was very pretty. But like, I didn't understand her too much, you know. I don't like when I can't understand what I want to have a conversation with a woman. It was just like a struggle, man. Like, like Laura, Laura over on that other stream. I love Laura, but the conversation is so choppy it hurts my head. Marcus, wait, I've always defended Neil. Thank you, Marcus. I understand that. Yeah. One big super chats will get him there. I don't want super chats. I want super chats at a certain time. And, don't bully me. I don't like super chats because I want friends. I kind of like see. I don't want to mention Dan because he's the most boring YouTuber. He's already dumped his girl. He already has another girl. Dude, he's that burner on Oda Jerks, right? He's that burner. He woke up in the morning next to her and he posted the picture of her looking like that. Bartos, that's it, Bartos. And now he has a new girlfriend. He woke up in the morning and it was just like, dude, well, I don't want this woman. But I think she liked him. I think she clicked with him. She was singing the super chat song. I don't think he should give up on her. It's good for him, I mean, Dan isn't the most handsome guy, in the world. I mean, no homo or, whatever. Like, she kind of like goes with him, It's sort of like, it's like even, It's like, they're like kind of even in terms of looks. He's not better looking than her. She's not better looking than him. She's very outgoing. She could be like entertainment for his channel. He was smiling. He did seem a little embarrassed at times, but like overall, Dan was happy with her, man. You gotta admit, Dan was happy with her. And you always gotta pick the woman who's gonna make you happy. 2 alcohol abusers. I like when Ken would go on Joey's streams and his internet would glitch and his face would be frozen. Joey would play the internet dial-up sounds. It was hilarious. Neo, tell the world that you think of Boys to Men guy equality fragrance. No, it's just funny how he's talking about compliments. That's all. It just doesn't go. Maybe it's a grift. Compliments is a grift. Compliments is a grift. That's what it is. It's a grift. And I don't even want to explain why it's a grift. It's a grift because it goes into the algorithm. Like I got 7 compliments today. I got 5 compliments with this one. So this one is better because I got 7 compliments. Then this one I only got 5 compliments. It's like, that's what that's why I enjoy Joy Amin. And I haven't watched him in a long time, to be honest. But I used to be a big fan of Joy Amin. He would give a vibe. I remember he went by the stream and he had like a bottle on one of the rocks, and he was walking around talking about the vibe it gave. You know, I like those kind of videos. Like the compliment thing has gotten so boring, and it sort of ruined the fragrance community. You know, it really has. I know. Fernando doesn't care about compliments. He's wearing vintage stuff that he finds interesting. Even Jonathan, 1970, he's looking for something that's going to give him some sort of vibe in life, you know. Maybe Eugene, you know. I like that side of the fragrance community. Although that's not the famous side of the fragrance community. The famous side of the community is the compliment side of the community. You know? But it's just like, and who made them experts? Who made them experts on how many compliments a fragrance gives? What's your advice for youngsters? Are you Crazy Kid's dad? Crazy Kid's dad's asking me for advice. What's my advice for youngsters? Stay in school, stay away from drugs, go into the military when you graduate. You know? I mean, let's be honest. I didn't know what I wanted to do after high school. I was in high school. All my friends were like smarter than me, took school more serious than me, and they went to the University of Florida in Gainesville. And I was valet parking cars in the 12th grade. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Do I want to just continue valet parking cars? And I was in a class with a bunch of like the Ives Estates guys, you know, the rednecks, the rebels, the guys with the big black trucks with the shotgun and you know, on the back mirror. I mean, that's how it was back then. You know, they were just you know, big black trucks. They weren't like what was it, primer painted. It was just like black primer. And one of the guys, I looked up to him. He was very serious. He says, "Man, why don't you come over to the Air Force recruiter with me?" And I went. I'm like, "Oh shit! I'm gonna do something with my life." Yeah, I'm gonna do something with my life. Did I say I don't think I ever pictured myself as a teacher. You know, I don't think I ever pictured myself as a teacher. But you have to, like, if I were to do it all over again, I would have became an electrician or a plumber. But I think, you know, like Dan says, like it wasn't a job that, you know, maybe people looked up to, but they get paid well, and you always have work as an electrician or a plumber. My son has kicked ass in the Air Force, I know. But like it was a positive experience for me. It was a scary experience for me. Like when you get off the, you know, I was just a high school kid, you know, just imagine a high school kid who didn't take anything serious, and you're just kind of like going through MEPS, right? You know, MEPS. And you get off the bus, and it's cold, and it was cold in San Antonio, and I'm like in a short sleeve shirt, and I'm just standing there, and then all of a sudden the TI comes out. They don't call it DI, drill instructor, we call it a training instructor. So he just comes out and starts screaming at us, and like it was just surreal. It was just surreal, and I just thought of like the movies I watched, you know, where like, you know, it was just like, it was surreal. And the first night kind of scared the shit out of me. And then we go into the dorms, and some guy, I think he was naked, right? I don't think maybe he was in his underwear, and he walked down the center aisle, right? You can never walk down the center aisle, so you just have to do what you have to do. And I just see this guy walking back and forth down the center aisle. Sir, request permission to speak. Go ahead. Sir, I will not walk down the center aisle. Sir, request permission to speak. Go ahead. He's just walking down the center aisle for like 15 minutes. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I'm telling you exactly how it went. And I had an obsession with Morgan Fairchild, right? Morgan Fairchild was like an actress, right? So I'm dreaming about Morgan Fairchild. I swear to God, I was dreaming about Morgan Fairchild. All of a sudden, I hear bam, 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 bam. It was the garbage can, right? Like, you know, like the garbage can. And he was just, I'm like, where the hell am I? You know? And it's like, get ready for chow, right? And then you're standing, like they teach you how to stand. And so your nose has to be on the guy, like a little space between, right? But like right up to the guy in front of you, the back of their head. So you're standing there like this. I'm serious. This is the look you have to. And like the guy in front of you, you're like you're like right behind them. And that freaked me out. And then, you know, you can't sit down, right? So you have to wait until everybody sits down, and then the last guy says, "Airman, be seated," right? And yeah, then one guy looked over at the TIs, because the TIs sitting like together, and they call that the snake pit. And how dare you look into the snake pit? You! It was just like you didn't know what to do. Like, shit, man, what do I do? So you just kind of like, you didn't look around at anything. You know? And you know, it was just kind of, it was just kind of like, holy shit. But like, yeah, when you get out of basic training, it was great. It was like, because you go through days, right? And you can get recycled. Nobody in my flight got recycled. But like, you're scared to get recycled. So like, if you're on day 22, you get recycled to day 15. If you get like the 3 demerits pulled, right? You get recycled, and then you could get, some people got recycled over and over, and they were there for like, you know, like 6 months. I mean, really, some people were really I guess my TI, he was cool. He didn't really recycle us, but he was tough. Last 2 months, yeah, but it was crazy, man. But then, you know, I just, like, I was sent to Belgium, and it's kind of like, it was a peaceful country, man. It was a very peaceful country, and you just meet people, and you still have the mindset of like, you know, speaking to people like really respectful, sir, and they're like, dude, chill out, man, let's drink a beer. And then, you know, it was just like a regular job. Private function private pile. Full Metal Jacket. That was a great. That was. I like the second part too. You know, what was the guy's name? He was like the media guy. He was the journalist. I liked him. What do I get for $5? Anything you want. Anything. Anything. That was also the opening for a Luke song. Dude, everybody saw Full Metal Jacket. Do I support LGBTQ? Dude, don't ask me that. It's weird. I accept everybody, really. But if they're going to bring up who... I accept everybody. But if they're going to be like, state your pronouns. My name is Neil. White. Male. What do you call it? White. Hetero. White. Hetero. Male. It's like, it's gone too far. It's gone too far at that point. It's like, I don't think anybody was really against LGBTQ. I'm serious. Back in the 80s, nobody was against LGBTQ. It's just like when you're like calling women, what do they call women? They're not even called women. Like, you could be a trans woman and you could be a cis woman. Like, what do you mean a cis woman? I'm a woman. You know, it's like, it's sort of an insult to society, you know? And when you talk about rights, it's like they're given more rights than regular people. And that's the problem with rights. Equal rights is like, okay, no, you know, now you have to state that you're a cis woman. That's not right. You know, if you're a woman, you're a woman. You know, you don't have to say sexuality has been really, that doesn't belong. Sexuality doesn't belong in anything. Like, it's weird, man. It doesn't belong in anything. Tell them about my other favorite war movie, Neil. Did you serve whiskey? $5 make you holla. Tout beaucoup, tout beaucoup. Oh shit, tout beaucoup. What was another good? What was another good one? I'm trying to think of the other one. What was the name of it? I like the smell of napalm in the morning. That was a great movie, man. What was the name of that movie? I like this. What was that? That was, yeah, dude, I like that movie. Dude, Vietnam movies were awesome. Vietnam movies were awesome. Mafia movies were awesome. But like the movies that are coming out these days, they're just Apocalypse Now. Oh, dude. Marlon Brando at the end. Apocalypse Now, I've seen that at least 7 times. That was a great movie, Apocalypse Now. I love that scene. Yeah, Robert Duvall. Apocalypse Now was a movie just to chill to, man. Just, it was great. Like, you know, we never saw anything like that, you know, in real life. Platoon. Saving Private Ryan was good, man. Platoon was good too, man. Wasn't Platoon an Oliver Stone movie? Saving Private Ryan was crazy, man. Like, we're doing all this to save this one guy? And then when they met Private Ryan was like the best guy in the world, right? And it's like they felt good that they saved Private Ryan. They said, now we got to save his brother. Oh, his yeah. We need to go to Israel, brother. Yeah, the time is now. It's crazy, man. I'm trying not to get it. It's kind of sickening, and it's sort of disturbing, you know, how people are quick to jump on the hate Jewish people bandwagon and then say they're Zionists, and it's just, you know, I think this whole identity politics has brought us to this point, you know? You know, it's easy to pick on the people that, it's easy to pick on Jewish people for some reason, you know, because it's not like, you know, you can't pick on someone because of their race. It's just like, it's almost like acceptable on the left, and it's disturbing, man. It's disturbing to me, you know. I'm never going to stop defending the Jewish religion or the Jewish nation. Yeah. Never again. Yeah. Dude, I saw the video today for the first time of the American Jewish student that went over there, and she wanted to, you know, help out and bring everybody together. And dude, you know, they put her in the back of that truck, and they brought, she was, oh, dude, I can't even talk about it. It was so disturbing. I shared the link with a couple people. It was so disgusting, and you know, but the whole identity politics and like, I'm a better person than you kind of deal. Dude, even Anna Kasparian, she turned against them too. She's like, I don't like where this is going. I'm like, dude, I saw it a long time ago. I saw it a long time ago where this was going with this whole, you know, identity politics. And, you know, it's evil. It truly is evil. You know, what Martin Luther King said was correct. Judge people on their character. That's it, man. Shout out to Old Flicks. Didn't like the movie Glory. I don't remember the movie Glory. Shout outs to Blockbuster. Oh man, Blockbuster. Dude, I used to hate to return those movies. It's you know, I remember when people would buy like games online and everybody was against it. I want the physical copy. And everybody had, dude, you remember this, right? They had shelves and shelves and shelves of DVDs. And I said to my friend, are you gonna ever watch that movie again? Why don't you buy it digitally, you know? People didn't understand. They're like, no, I like to have the physical copy. I never understood that, you know? I'm like, I like to play games, but I don't want the physical copy. It's clutter, man. It's clutter. 7 thumbs up. That's all? Yeah, man. Oh. They ran out of these. They're out of stock completely on Amazon. I think they were too cheap. It was like, it was something like 30,000 sold like a day. These little picks. So now that they have another one. Oops. Dude, it's the best invention. Soft picks. Look, I have to show it every stream. All right, and we're not going to talk about water picks. It's just like a toothpick. I do it every night. Take out all the gunk. I do one for the bottom and one for the top. It's like a toothpick though. They don't have toothpicks in restaurants anymore. And that's it. You could like, if you want. 24 and Marcus watching. Yeah. Marcus came back to the good side. The good side, the bad side. Eric, wherever Eric is, it's the good side, okay? Eric has the wisdom. Eric has the wisdom. I speak with Eric all the time. The mall type arcades, yeah. I've always been here. Thanks, man. But you didn't comment. Yeah. It's dude, I don't like when they're like, you know, oh, you go over there. And that's, you know, it's a bit of jealousy. That's what it is. It's a bit of, they don't want people to like me, and so now they think they have an excuse. They don't have an excuse, but it's like almost like an excuse, you know, where why you shouldn't watch this guy. Just, you know, let him fail. And I'm like, you know, I see it, you know, and it's almost like, watch me, I'm the good guy. What's your thoughts on GTA 6? I'm actually looking forward to Test Drive Unlimited 3. But I've been waiting for that game for the last 2 years. I'm not a fan of... I have GTA 5. I don't even play it. I play Overwatch. But like, there used to be a game called TDU 2, Test Drive Unlimited 2. Dude, I was obsessed with that game. Right? Thousands of hours, right? So they're coming out with TDU 3, but it was supposed to come out like last December. And all it is you're driving around and you have little raids. It's like, you know, you do little errands for people, like pick up somebody, bring them here or something like that. And then you get points, and then you could buy a better house, and you could like buy a better house. You could go to the store and buy a better car, and then you could like fix up the interior or make, you know, put a spoiler on the back and everything. But it was a very, dude, I think TDU 3, once I play that, I don't know if I'm going to even play any other video games, because I've been waiting for that game for a long time. And it's going to be $60, and I don't spend $60 on a game, but that is a game that I'll put thousands of hours into. Test Drive Unlimited 3. Yeah. It looks amazing, too. And they also had, like, with TDU 2, they had, like, a casino where you could go in there and just gamble against other people online and stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know. I might get into it. Like, you know, but I might get into it. But, like, Test Drive Unlimited 3 is, you know, I played a lot of Vice City, right? What is it? GTA Vice City. I think, Eric, this is an age thing. The stuff that is happening on Joey's channel with the jail, with the new assholes, it is emotionally draining. Dude, I'm telling you, it bothers me. When I watch it, I always... So I don't watch it because, you know, and it's... Whatever, don't take it wrong, but I always come out with like a negative feeling. Like, I always feel like there's a pit in my stomach after I watch it for 5 minutes. You know? Yeah. It's emotionally draining. I always feel like I feel a negative feeling. I didn't used to feel that way. I thought it was nice. We would joke, but it's almost like it's dude, I get a negative feeling. That's all I can say. So I don't watch I don't watch it all. But people send me clips, and it's like the things they're saying about me is disturbing. It bothers me. And it's all because he doesn't have a direction in his life. And he's never going to get a direction in his life. You know? I wish he would. I think a lot of people root for him, But, you know, but at a certain point, we were all rooting for him at a certain point. But he sees that some people like the drama and the toxicity, and he gets more numbers. But, yeah, it's just real negative and hurtful. And it's like, you know, you're either in or you're out. Don't go there, you know, Joey has his own space. Yeah, you have your own. Yeah. Yeah. I never ate either. I never ate McDonald's or Burger King. I think Burger King was better though. The Whopper was good. I like the Whopper better than the Big Mac. 163rd Street. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut has some good pizzas, man. I'm a pretty rough guy. Yeah, I just don't, I don't like the whole sort of the vibe. Like, it's like the tone of the voices, and I get a really ugly vibe from that whole thing. So I don't watch it. Like, they have some sort of I can't think of the word. It bothers me. You know, it bothers me. The whole vibe bothers me a lot. And, you know, sometimes I might be bored and I have to fight it. Like, I don't want to go over there. And then somebody will say something, and, you know, like, what is their issue? I don't take shit from, and then, you know, it's hurtful. That fragrance nerd is a convicted felon. Yeah. I mean, I've discussed what happened with me a million times, but he hasn't spoke about what happened with him. It's like, you know, what was your favorite buffet in the 90s, you know, in Miami? China buffet? China buffet was good. It's always blame shifting and not taking responsibility for what they've done. Instead of saying, I've made mistakes in my past, you know. China buffet, those ribs. Cuddles has the best shirts. I bought a really cool shirt. Not this one, but I bought a really cool shirt. Rocket, why do you go over there? Rocket and me, we speak to each other on another forum. I'm like, dude, it's you know, somebody said to me one time, I don't even want to talk about it. I'll say it real quick. We're not friends. We're his fans. Yes. Friends and fans. There's a difference. You know, there's a difference between friends and fans. And if you're gonna, I don't want to talk about it no more. Somebody bring up some. Joy smells like curry. I love Joy, man. Joy's a good guy. He really loves fragrances. There's nothing negative to say about Joy. Lots of satanic worship on the Mafia streams. Joy isn't satanic, but a lot of his guests are. Yeah. Yeah. Said Tutters, I missed the live shave, but I missed. Hey, everybody, sub to Scent Hunters. Russ, he came on my stream. He's a rancher. He's the better half of Outlaw Frags. Those are my favorite days of the fragrance community, to be honest. Dude, I mean, honestly, to me, that was the best show in the fragrance community. Corpulent Skells. Skells talks bad about me sometimes. You know. Rocket has to venture into the lion's den to fight the lizard conglomerate. Marcus, I spelled it wrong. Nine likes, 35 people watching. The chat runs the show. I read the chat. That's it. Duncan is missing tonight. Yeah. Duncan is probably working. I defend Rocket. He's a good man. He's an intelligent man. You know? And I shared everything with him. Neil, I never talked bad about you. I would just disagree with you sometimes. Yeah. I think it takes a big man to say they've made mistakes in their life and move on and you know, learn from your mistakes. I've learned from my mistakes. I've made mistakes, but I've learned. You know, and that's Dee Dee was definitely a big part of that. What's up, Neil? Your shaving videos are blowing up, man. Yeah. 6 stone crabs or unlimited buffet crab legs, which, you know, I don't know. I wasn't into crab legs, man. We are doing good for the community. Yeah. What else is there to read? The chat died. I'm just reading comments. Why are you trying to take all of Fragcom to Joe Stowe Crab Den? Dude, I already told you. I'm not gonna go over the story. If I happen, you know, I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm not gonna just take everybody to Joe Stone Crabs if nothing happens. Come on, man. You know. But I'm just tired of the bullying, man. I'm tired of the bullying. And, you know, it's easy money. But the thing is, it's like, you know, some people have just come in to other communities, bully, just think they're better than others, you know, make fun of people. You know, I think that guy's on the right path. I do think he's an entertaining guy. I think he knows his fragrances, and I think he should stick on that path. I don't think he will though. He just has it in him, this jealousy gene. All you can eat crab buffet with Neil Sues. All right. Yeah. No, Sweet Milk is not a bully. I don't know who Sweet Milk is per se. Like, I don't know who he is. And I know people say it's this guy, you know, from the wet shaving community. I'm not really sure of that. He might be an ex-fragrance reviewer. He might be this guy, he might be that guy. But with all that being said, I think he's a compassionate guy. I can tell you right now, he's a compassionate guy. And I can say that with 100% certainty. He's a compassionate guy. I don't know if I would get along with him in real life. I think I would. But I think his heart is in the right place. That's what I can say. I think his heart is in the right place. I'll give you a hint. I have some hints. I know who I think it is, but I can't say. I have. He's under 6'1". It's not anybody I actually met. I can tell you that much. And if it is somebody I met, I never saw that side of him, that compassionate side of him that he shows. Like, he really cares. You know, I prefer almond milk instead of sweet milk. Corpulent scales. Yeah, according to... I think that's a diversion. I don't think it is. Carlos once told me on stream that he's friends with Sweet, but yeah. I chat with the guy. I think he's an intelligent guy. And he's a compassionate guy. You know? Sweet Milk lives in the USA. Is he from Philadelphia? I have a lot of thoughts of who I think it is. But, you know, I don't want to... I think his heart is in the right place. You know? And if it is somebody like I never saw that side of him. Maybe it's a tough guy on the camera, but in reality, he's like a warm, caring guy. You know. Yeah. Oh. Chapter deleted. I think he's just like fed up with everything. You know, but I don't know, man. I don't really know who it is, so I can't say. Joey is like 12 years younger than me. Yeah. I think Joey sees me as like a clown, but also I'm a clown who's done what I had to do for my whole life to get where I am, and I can be a clown. What's this one? Yeah. No, but I'm saying I've heard people say to me that they think I'm a clown, but I'm also at the end of my life. You know, I'm not at the beginning of my life. I did what I had to do to, you know, get where I am. I love you too. 2 cicadas today. Here they come. And I'm like, I could be a clown though. I could be a clown, you know. Like if Eric wants to be a clown, he could be a clown. He's served his time working, you know. Like working is not a pleasant experience, man. Every day, like you think it's never gonna end, you know? That's too negative. Okay. You're in the third quarter of your life. Okay. I forgot all about the double brood this year. I know, I know. I'm in a 92-degree bathroom. I'm just enjoying the chat, to be honest with you. I'm glad the chat is live. Pizza, I read about that months ago. Are we going to be surrounded by the cicada soon. Ani, let me see. To this day, I'm enjoying reading the chat, to be honest. And some guy from Sweden, he watches me. It's like he's a Swedish wet shaver. And when I first started YouTube, like he started, and I used to watch him, and he would, you know, buy all these expensive soaps, and, you know, he'd show off his place, and he said he watches me, and I was like, wow, you know, that's awesome, and it made me happy, you know. I like when I hear happy news, you know. Hello, Haitian Hadi. Ooh. Judge me by the content of my character. What advice do you have for a guy who has no... Don't say that. That's not right. I think... I don't think my father gave me direction, though. I don't think you should... Okay, that it could be worded another way. My dad didn't give me any direction in life. You know, I think I went to a high school where, and my dad had no bearing on like, you know, going to college or going in the Air Force. I think when I was in high school, it was high school was quiet. People respected the teacher, and everybody was like in a competition to get ahead, right? And I kind of, the people who influenced me were my fellow students. You know, my friends. You know, the guy on the boat. Remember the guy with the boat? He graduated medical school. His dad got him that boat. You know, it was, you know, my other friend, Danny, the other guy with the other boat, he's like, yeah, I brought a gun. Dude, he became an attorney, a pretty successful attorney. And so these guys, and the other guy on the boat, he's an attorney. So, like, you know, they all became something. And if I were like live streaming on YouTube, they're just like, what are you doing with your life? So it wasn't like my father who gave me direction. It was the people around me, the high school kids, you know. And it's like, you know, dude, what are you gonna do? We used to have these conversations, like, you know, like, what are you gonna do with your life? And I think because he went to high school where nobody really talked about that, it was like, who could be the coolest and who could, you know, the music and this. We didn't. The music was something for us, but not something like when we spoke to each other. Like, what were we gonna do after high school? And Shake CD at Port-au-Prince, Roja versus Amouage. I like both of those houses, man. But I think it wasn't, you know, my father, he drove me to MEPS, and he said, oh, I'm proud of you. Like, I didn't really care. Like, he goes, he goes, you know, like, it didn't really matter that he said he was proud of me. But what influenced me is I wanted to, it was a competition. It was a competition. Who could become the first lawyer? Who could become the first doctor? Who could be the first one to buy a house? Right? Who could be the first one to own a property? You know, who could acquire the most wealth? who has the most drive. But like I see, it's like we didn't respect strippers. Come on, you know, like we would. The whole thing is just cockeyed, man. So he's lost. This guy is lost in a sea of nonsense, you know. Hope Jimmy sees. Hopefully he sees turn around the country. I don't like the idea of gangs ruling this place, but I don't like the idea of globalists ruling over. And then there's other people who are just like, oh, I'm the toughest, you know? It's like, dude, Jewish people don't think like that. We think of people, and I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but they're goyim. It's like, who could be the toughest? Who could, and that means non-Jewish, you know? Because it's like, these guys have no aspirations to do anything with their lives. And like, if I weren't Jewish, I'd probably be a bum, because I'm not the most intelligent guy. But, you know, my Jewish friends did help me, because they were more, you know, like I used to date that girl Dana, you know, that Jewish girl, you know, that was on the phone, and I kept bothering her. We didn't hit it off. Like, I didn't like her in that way, and we just became friends. But we tried, you know, and she was cool. We used to go to the deli all the time. She called me up. It was fun. She was very sweet and funny. But like, yeah, we didn't hit it off. We tried, you know. Muhammad, you from? Where am I from? From Miami, Florida. I'm in a 92-degree bathroom. But I just see, I see it, the different time sort of is everything. The different time in a different place, right? And I have a lot of those guys also that were in that class, you know, rednecks and Jewish guys, Italian guys. They became drug runners, right? They were big time drug runners. You know, like drug running, it's like, so some of my friends were, you know, doctors and lawyers, and the other guys were drug runners. They had cigarette boats, you know, it was you know, and some of them, you know, that's what they did. They were drug runners. Goyim seems derogatory. Probably is. Oh, I don't like this. It seems derogatory. Yeah, it is sort of derogatory. It's sort of like, but it's a shaming thing. But it's also like, this guy ain't gonna do nothing with his life. He's a goyim, you know. You know. And this guy, he's a good guy. He's a Jewish guy. He has drive. He's gonna do something with his life, you know. You know. But some of my Jewish friends became drug runners, and they'd hang out with us. They had cigarettes. You know what a cigarette boat is, man? It's a speedboat. It's an amazing speedboat, right? So we used to hang out at this little bar. It was like a little dive bar, but it's where they built the cigarette boats. And that's where I met that girl. Like, she's like, oh, you see the back of her? I met her there. We went out for a little while, but like, you know. Yeah, she was nice. It was nice to go out with her. I slept over there, all that, you know. The Whiskey Reaper, I don't like the pink pepper in it. I prefer the term Gentile. Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, you know, we saw the people that weren't Jewish as not goal oriented, you know. They weren't as goal oriented. You know, that's what I meant. Well, let me see. Well, Reaper, let me see. Oh, I got a lot of. Let me see. Those videos were creepy as fuck. Marcus, are you a team or she or Tim? I will take care of you, Neil. Thank you, man. Blah, didn't you call them go fast? So like, are Jewish people, do Jewish people think they're better than other people? Tell us about the guy in one of your recent videos that brought protection. He's an attorney. He's an attorney. He's a cool guy. Big time attorney. He first, I shouldn't say this, but what he first did is he would sell like Nokia phones. Like, I don't even want to get into it now. I brought protection, I brought a gun. Beast mode fragrances are pointless when showering twice a day. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that guy. But like, you know, but they're very successful, man. And, you know, you didn't hang around people that didn't have goals, you know? And you know, now we're living in a society where it's like, it's a different society. And I see that guy, the other guy that streams, in a funk. Like, he has no direction. There's no competition. He's, you know, he doesn't see the goals that he should achieve in life. He thinks he's there. He probably looks at me, say, I'm doing the same thing as you. But I've done, I've taught, I've worked, I've had jobs my whole life, drove a truck, you know, I've worked my whole life, and I could do this now because I saved my money, I worked, you know, so I'm in a position where I could just goof around on YouTube. Marcus Mandel, what was living in Finland like when almost everyone in North America had a Nokia or Ericsson phone? Well, I can understand that, Reaper. Are you in front of the grill every day? Here in North America, all of the telecoms are using Ericsson, Nokia radio, and network equipment for their cell sites. Heat in Miami is so hot, anyone wearing Mancera red tobacco today must have passed out. Dude, let me open this door. You guys see that I got a really cool shirt. See, there's my... But yeah, so we like, if you were Jewish, and when I first got out of the Air Force, I worked as a waiter, right? And people used to always say to me, "You're like too good for this place. If I let you sleep with me, can you..." Wait, hold on. Anyone who buys Baccarat Rouge in Miami today, big regrets. I sub to Nubs. His spray routine is amazing. He makes it look easy. I like Nubs, man. It was a freaking weird journey. A lot of my neighbors became millionaires. Remember when cell phone technology was invented in Finland? Oh, yeah. Like, what's the new thing to get into now? They are making fun of Trump again on SNL, the next president of the United States. Again! Yeah. Like, what's the new thing to get into? I know people say AI, but what is AI? I mean, I know it's artificial intelligence, but, you know, like when cell phones first came out, when the computer first came out, you know, Whoever wears oud in Miami heat with this humidity must be insane. I didn't know the Finns invented cell phones. Everyone used to have your handsets though. Hey, what's up, Jackie Paper? We have banned SNL here. It's too much like Joey's stream. This will be the third time Trump gets elected into office. Yeah, we did. You invented the cell phone. Ericsson. Yeah, Ericsson's a Swedish name. What's good to invest in today? Gold and silver, most likely. Safest stuff to buy, really. Who is Trump's VP? Dude, I like Byron Donalds or Vivek. But somebody said it's gonna be Tim Scott. I don't like Tim Scott. I hope it's I don't know if it's gonna be Vivek. I mean, Kristi Noem, you know, she's out of it, but I still like Kristi Noem. Did you see the whole exchange between MTG and what's her name, Jasmine Crockett? That was, dude, that was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy, but it's kind of true. Like, if you're gonna be, you know, if you're gonna be a representative for the United States, you shouldn't have those spider eyelashes. It's like, come on. I mean, I know it's a trend now. It's like, you shouldn't be wearing spider eyelashes in Congress. Sorry. I hope Trump makes Tulsi or Tucker his VP. That would be cool. You like Tulsi? Whoever's going to be the VP will probably be the president in 2028. I think Vivek can handle that. Vivek is very intelligent, man. And he'll keep us out of wars. I think Tulsi Gabbard is that why you vote for her? We were talking, I wasn't talking, they were talking about it on Chaotic Truth Stream, because I was just watching. They're like, who's hotter, MTG or Jasmine Crockett? Okay, Jasmine Crockett is hotter, but she has so much makeup caked on and the weave and those eyelashes, you know. Let's see her without all that, because I like MTG. Like, I could vibe with MTG. You know, they call her a fake, what is it? A bleach blonde, butch build, which is kind of like, that's sort of like against, that's sort of homophobic, because, you know, they're saying she has a butch build, like she's a butch, you know, like she's a, you know, tough lesbian. But like if I were to wake up with one in the morning, I'd rather wake up with MTG and go riding horses, you know? And MTG, I like her personality more. Neil, do you honestly think likes more women than men? Dude, you call me up all the time, watch his stream. It's so boring, man. I mean, I'm not like running the most interesting stream. I can't like have guests or anything like that. But like, I'd rather listen to myself in my hot bathroom in front of a mirror, you know? Yeah, he took his girl out for a steak dinner. Paid actor. Oh, shit. You don't think that's really his girlfriend? Well, he's doing that Bumble thing, you know? I would never do that. Anyway, I'm getting tired, man. It's hot. I did it for, holy shit, 2 hours. All right. Make sure you please hit the like. Please use those links. And in case you missed it, Fougère Bouquet was my shave of the day. This is the tallow version. I use the Amazon Basics. You know, it's a decent shave, but I used it on my third shave today, and I don't like it for the third shave because I'm a perfectionist. So I think it's good for a good 2 shaves, but I think most of these disposables are really good for 2 shaves. But I put the link in there for 16 razors, and this it's like $20 for 16 razors, so you get a lot of shaves out of it. The aftershave, it was just like some no-name house that I used to love. It was a veteran-owned house, and his Asian wife used to sell it. What was the name of that house? I don't know, but anyway, very good. Shipra. I have a lot of aftershaves. I just decided to use that one. And the gel I used was Woody's, and I don't even know if they're still selling it. I think they moved on. They're like into wet shaving. Anyway, please hit the like on the way out. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And subscribe if you want. Take care.